Now let's move to coding. In this section, I will be explaining to you the common functions that you need to know and be using to control, to command, or to program your Arduino board. As we all know that the code will be written in this platform, which is Arduino IDE, and we will explain all these terms to you as we move further. Now we have some useful terms that we do use to program Arduino board. These are the functions that are very important for every Arduino programmer to take note of. The first one is data I/O functions, data input and output functions. We have pin mode, we have data write, we have data read, and then we have analog I/O, analog reference, analog read, analog write, PWM. All this will be used. All this will be explained and be used in projects. So for now, we'll be using pin mode and data write for now. And we also have some commands or functions that are related to time, like millis, micros, and delay microseconds. For now, we'll be using delay. We'll be using delay for now. So that means out of all the functions that I've shown us, we'll be using 3 of them. Pin mode, we'll be using pin mode, we'll be using data write, and we'll be using delay for now. Now, the first thing you need to note is that the pin that you are using on your Arduino board, on data pin, on Arduino, we have 14 data pins. The pin that you want to connect your component to, assuming that you are using LED, you want to develop a blinking LED project. That's the LED will be blinking according to what I've explained in the previous sections. You see that we need to use a pin to be supplying high and low to the anode of the microcontroller. You need a pin to supplying high and low to the anode of the microcontroller. So the pin that you choose to supplying high or low to the anode of the anode of the LED, rather, not microcontroller. The anode of the LED, the pin that you choose, we need to tell the microcontroller the pin, and you will assign a name to it. Actually, this is the format that we use most time. Actually, there are also some other way of doing it, but let's start with this. Just type int, then name the pin anything you like. In my own case, I name is LED equals to 12. That means I'm using pin 12. Mindful of this semicolon, it's very important. As soon as you want to use pin 10, just write int LED equals to 10. You can write another thing LED. You can write LED 1, LED 2. You can write other things like light. Int light equals to 12. Something like that. So that's the first thing to do. You type this. You type it. You type it around this place. You type it around this place, not under this, not under this. So now, let's move to the second function, which is pin mode. Data pins can be used as input pins or as output pins. You need to tell your microcontroller what you want to use that pin for. You've already chosen a pin. In our case, we chose pin 12. you need to tell the microcontroller that this pin will be used as an input or as an output pin. If you followed the previous section where I was explaining how data pin works, so I was using an LED and a resistor to illustrate it. So you see that that pin that I was using will be sending high, will be sending low, that will be sending 0 volts, or will be sending 0 volts or 5 volts to the LED. Now, since it is sending a signal out, since the pin is sending a signal out, the pin will be defined as an output pin. So the pin will be defined as an output pin. That means you type pin mode LED output, pin mode LED output. You won't type it input. And note this, that we are using a we are typing in cap lock. They are all in capital letter. And this mode, this M is capital letter. Now that we've assigned the pin and we've declared the type of the pin, that it is an output pin, the next thing to do is to be switching the pin, to be switching the to be giving out the signal, a high signal or a low signal. When we want the LED to glow, we send a high signal out, and when we want the LED to go off, we send a low signal out. If you are not, if this thing is not clear to you, just go back to the previous section where I was explaining the concept of data pins. You get it clearer there when you get there. So to write a high, to write a high signal which is 5 volts, you need to type this command: data write the name of the variable that you declared. So you write LED, comma, I, if you want it to go high. That means if you want it to what? If you want it to glow, to send the 5 volts out, and sending the 5 volts out to the anode will make the LED to glow. And if you want the LED to go off, just type the same command but change this to low instead of high. Change it to low. That means we send 0 volts out instead of sending 5 volts out. Now that we've done this, the next thing is to use delay. If you type this, the microcontroller is very fast. It's very fast, so you won't notice these two steps. We just notice just one of them. Now the next command to make this project look more okay or very okay is to use delay. So you type delay and open a bracket and type the number of time you want the last command that microcontroller read before getting to delay to execute, or you want microcontroller to wait. You type the time or the number of time you want microcontroller to stay with the previous command before going to the next command. You type it in this bracket. 1000 represents 1000 milliseconds. That means this 1000 means 1 second. If you want the delay to be 10 seconds, write 10,000. 15 seconds, 15,000. Now delay 10,000 means delay 1 second. So before moving to structure, let's go back to this command. Now assuming that we type relay between these two lines of codes. That means assuming that we type delay 1000. That means the LED will glow after the LED send a high signal to the pin that we named LED. So and the next line of code asks it to delay for 10,000 or for 1,000. That means the microcontroller will hold on with this command for another 1 second. After that 1 second, it will move to the next line of code, which is to turn the LED off. So after this, you can also type delay 1,000. That means the LED will glow, will stay on. We turn on, and it will stay for 1 second because we typed delay in this place, and it will go off and stay off, and then move back to the first line of code, provided that this code, provided that we type this code under for a loop. Now we have structures, we have setup, and we have loop. Anything you type under for setup, the code will run once. The code will run once. But anything you type under for loop, the code will be running repeatedly. So example for a setup is this: pin mode. We need to declare the pin once. So in this case, we're using another command, because this pin, button. If you want to use a button with Arduino, so the button will be declared as an input pin. So, but in our own case, in our blinking LED, we're using it as what? We're using it as output pin. So pin mode should be written most time should be written under for setup, because it needs to run once. So since we've known that anything written under for setup will be run once. So with that, we type it under for setup. So on for loop will run repeatedly. So anything you type under for loop will run repeatedly. That means after getting to the last line of code under for loop, the microcontroller will return the code, will return back to the first command under for loop. Now for example, data write LED high, so turn on the LED, delay 1,000. Data write LED low, delay 1,000. After this, the command will move back to this first line of code. It will move back to the first line of code, meaning that it will glow back, stay for 1 second, turn off, glow back, turn off, stay for 1 second, and glow back. So that's all for setup and for loop. That means anything you want anything you want to be running once, so you need to type it under for setup, and anything you want to be running repeatedly will need to be typed under for loop. So the blinking LED project is the project that we've been explaining since we've started this section of tutorial. This is the code. So you can type your own by yourself. This code will not be posted under the video. Type your own by yourself to train yourself. Now this is a short quiz for us to practice or to attempt. Which of the following codes is or are incorrect? A. Pin mode LED 0, pin mode LED 1, data write LED 1, data write LED 0, delay. None is correct, all are correct. So answer this, attempt this quiz, and you can post your answer through the comments, so to make the class interactive, and you will be responded to. Now our next project is water level water detector. So in our next project, in our next tutorial, we will we will build this projects. So we'll be detecting water, so with our Arduino board and a module. So this is the project. After uploading the code to the Arduino board through the cable, you breadboard it, connect the resistor. We connect the jumper to the resistor and to the data pin that we assigned for the LED, and we connect the cathode of the LED to ground. We use the resistor to limit the current. So this is the end of our blinking LED project. In our next tutorial, we'll be building a project that will be detecting water anytime it senses water and send out a signal, maybe by displaying on the LCD, or by blinking, or by buzzing. Thanks for watching.